The Vatican presented the first annual report through its Financial Information Authority. That's the unit of the Holy See and the Vatican City State that oversees all its financial activities. The mission is to supervise, regulate, and prevent money laundering and the financing of terrorism. The director of the AIF said that in 2012 it found and denounced 6 suspicious activities, and only 2 of those had to be investigated by Vatican prosecutors.
That's also one of the reasons why we are here today in representing this first annual report. And it's the first annual report, and I'm quite sure it's not going to be the last one. The idea is to start with this annual report a tradition which is going to be followed in the next years.
The AIF began its activities back in April 2011, and its director, Brené Bruchart, was appointed about a year ago.
There are always different ways how you can kind of implement or set up from scratch an AML CFT system, which means an anti-money laundering or combating financing of terrorism system. One way is that you just kind of make copy-paste of the international standards, or, and I think that's the way we have chosen here, the way the Holy See has chosen, is that you really get an understanding what the issue here is, and to set up a tailor-made system which clearly addresses the potential risks and vulnerabilities as such.
The director says they're working to implement the international standards of transparency so that the Vatican's financial institutions can follow the criteria set by Moneyval. And precisely to be on the so-called clear list of countries that fight against money laundering, the Vatican still has to address and solve 6 points set out by the European Council. The Vatican has 200 entities that can carry out financial activities. One of them is the IOR, also known as the Vatican Bank. But there are also foundations and institutions that fall under the financial activities of the Vatican. And so, out of the thousands of transactions carried out by those 200 entities, 6 of them were considered suspicious.
If you have the Italian version where you see the segnalazioni di attività sospette, so these are, when I'm talking about the suspicious transaction reports, quelli sono le segnalazioni. So in 2011 we had 1, in 2012 we had 6.
The director says releasing this report is the first step towards financial transparency. Progress has been made, but there's still much to be done.